Today we are starting related to the polynomials, how we can find the factor. If one polynomial is given, then how we can recognize that another polynomial is a factor of that polynomials. If any polynomial px is given, px is equal to x square x cube plus x square and plus x and plus 1. If I just wanted to prove that x plus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial, so if I put up the value of the x in that polynomial, if that polynomial becomes to 0, then you can say x plus 1 is a factor of that polynomial. If it is not equal to 0, then you can say that x plus 1 is not a factor of that given polynomial. So first I find the value of x. First you put up x plus 1, this is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. I put up this x is equal to minus 1 of the given polynomial. Here px is equal to x cube plus x square plus x and plus 1. I put up x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. Then p minus 1 is equal to minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 and plus 1. I put up the value of x in the place, the value of x is equal to minus 1 at the place of x. Here you can see that minus 1 cube, here is the power is odd, so it is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 square, it is equal to plus 1, so plus 1 it is plus 1. Minus 1 into plus, this is equal to minus 1 and plus 1. This minus 1 is cancelled by plus 1, this minus 1 is cancelled by plus 1, so it is equal to 0. Here you can see that the value of the given polynomial at x is equal to minus 1, this is equal to 0. So you can say that x minus x plus 1 is factor of px is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, because here you can see that p minus 1 this is equal to 0. So you can say, we take the another example for that the x plus 1 is not a factor of that given polynomial. So I take the example px is equal to x to the power 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x and plus 1. Here also x plus 1 this is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. Similarly, in the same way we solve that this is equal to here px. I put up the value x is equal to minus 1. So p minus 1, this is a minus 1 to the power 4 plus minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square and plus minus 1 and plus 1. I put up x is equal to minus 1 at the place of the x of given polynomial. After solving, minus 1 to the power 4, here is a power in even number, so it is converted plus 1, plus here minus 1 to the power 3, so minus 1 to the power 3 it is converted minus 1 because power is a odd number. Same, minus 1 to the power 2 it is converted 1 because power is a even number, plus into minus it is converted into minus and plus 1. Then 1 minus into plus minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 and plus 1. Here you can see minus plus 1 is cancelled by minus 1, plus 1 and minus 1. Here is the answer is equal to 1. Here p minus 1 it is equal to 1. So you can say p minus 1 does not equal to 0. Therefore x plus 1 is not a factor of given polynomial px is equal to x to the power 4 plus x cube plus x square and plus x and plus 1. So you see, in the both case, if this is equal to 0, so it is a factor, and if it is not equal to 0, then it is not a factor of the any given polynomial. So I think all of you understand, and you also solve various examples related to these questions. So I go ahead for the next problem. Next problem is that here is a given, use the factor theorem to determine gx is a factor of px in each of the following cases. Here is also same type of the question is given, that gx is a factor of the px. If gx is a factor of the px, then you put up the value of gx in px. If it is converted into the 0, so you can say it is a factor of the gx. And if it is not equal to 0, then you can say it is not a factor of px. Here the value of gx and px we write down here, that question number second, here px is equal to x cube plus 3x square and plus 3x and plus 1. And gx is equal to x plus 2. Here in the question it is asking that gx is a factor of px. If gx is a factor of px, then you put up the value of gx into px. Suppose that here gx is equal to x plus 2, so you put up gx, this is equal to 0. If gx this is equal to 0, then x plus 2 it is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 2. The value of x is equal to minus 2, because here x plus 2, so 2 goes in the other side, so it is converted minus 2. Here I put up x is equal to minus 1, minus 2 in the given polynomial. Polynomial px is x cube plus 3 x square plus 3x and plus 1. There p minus 2 it is equal to minus 2 cube plus 3 into minus 2 square plus 3 into 2 and plus 1. Minus 2 cube, it means minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 in 3 times, so it is convert minus 8. Here plus 3, 2 2s are 4, because power is an even number, so minus converted into the plus, and here is a 3 into minus 2, this is equal to minus 6 and plus 1. Then minus 8 plus 3 4s are 12, minus 6 and plus 1. So minus 8 and minus 6 it is equal to minus 14. 12 plus 1 it is equal to 13. This is equal to minus 1. Here you see that minus p minus 2 it is equal to minus 1. Here you can say that p2 does not equal to 0. P minus 2 does not equal to 0. So you can say gx is equal to x plus 2 is not a factor of px is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x and plus 1. But if p minus 2 it is equal to 0, then you can say it is a factor of the given polynomial. So if just you wanted to find the factor, so you apply this formula. If this is equal to 0, so it is a factor. If it is not equal to 0, so it is not a factor of the given polynomial. Okay, all of you understood? Next question. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px in each of the following. Here in the question it is that given that x plus 1 is a fact, x minus 1 is a factor. All of you listen carefully. In the question it is given that x minus 1 is a factor. Here question number 3rd of second, that x minus 1 is a factor, x minus 1 is a factor of px, and here is a px is equal to given, px is equal to 2x square plus kx and plus root 2. If px is a factor, it is a given, then that here x minus 1 this is equal to 0, so x is equal to 1, and px is a factor, so p1 this is equal to 0, because x minus 1 is a factor of px, it is given in the question, so definitely it is equal to 0. So I put up p1 this is equal to 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus under root 2. The value of Pn this is equal to 0, so it is equal to 2 into 1 square, it means 1 plus k into 1, it is a k plus under root 2. Therefore here 2 this is a convert into that side, this is a minus 2 and minus under root 2, this is equal to k, either k is equal to, you take minus is common, so 2 plus under root 2. If x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial px is equal to x 2x square plus kx plus under root 2, then the value of k this is equal to minus 2 plus under root 2. So you apply this method, you also solve various type of the problems related to the, if the factor of any polynomial is given, then you find the value of any constant k, x, y, z, anything. Next question, factorization. How you can factorize? Suppose that you have a quadratic equations or quadratic polynomial. If you have a quadratic polynomial, then how you can factorize? If you have a quadratic polynomials, then you apply splitting method of the factorization, splitting method of the middle terms. You split the middle terms and you factorize of that polynomial. I give some examples related to the splitting of the middle terms of any polynomials. So here is the first example, that second question is that here is a 2x square plus 7x and plus 3. Here you solve the questions splitting the middle terms. Splitting the middle terms, it means you divide middle terms in two parts. Here I divide middle terms in the two parts, and first I multiply 2x square with 3. If I multiply 2x square with 3, it means 2 3s are 6x square. So you split 7x in two parts. If you just wanted to add, then answer is equal to 6x is 7x, and if you multiply, then answer it will be converted into the 6x square. So I split 6x and plus x. You see 6x plus x, 6x plus x, it is equal to 7x, and if you multiply 6x into x, so it is converted 6x square. Okay, so here you put up 2x square plus, and here is a plus 3. You take the common in first two terms. First two terms, you see here is a 2 and here is a 6, so 2 is a common. Here is a x square and here is a x, so x is also common. You take 2x is a common, so x plus 2 3s are 6, plus here only x and there is a 3. If there is a only x, then you definitely take common 1. 1 is equal to x plus 3. Therefore, x plus 3 is whole common, and here is a 2x plus 1. So this is the answer, that x plus 3 and 2x plus 1. So if you just wanted to here factorize the quadratic polynomial, then you apply the method of the splitting of the middle terms. So you factorize all the questions related to the quadratic polynomial. Next, for the cubic polynomial, if you have a cubic polynomials, then how you can solve factorization? I have one example of the cubic polynomial, that fifth of first questions. Here is a cubic polynomial is given, x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. How you can factorize of this polynomial? Here you can see, first you will see that there is a something is common, so I take the common. Here is in first two terms, x square is a common, so the remaining part is a x minus 2, and here I take minus 1 is a common, so it is also equal to x minus 2, so I take x square is common, so this is the x minus 2. Minus 1 is common, it is also equal to x minus 2. Here x minus 2 is a common, another bracket is a x square minus 1. Here you see that here is x square minus 1, it means x square minus 1 square. This is also the formula a square minus b square. If you apply the formula a square minus b square, so it is equal to x minus 2, here is a one bracket is x plus 1, another bracket is x minus 1. This is the answer. So if you have a cubic polynomials, then you take the common and you apply this formula and you solve that the factorization of these polynomials. So next we are going for the algebraic identities. These identities are very important in the algebra for the solving many problems. First, and it is a necessary for the mathematics in the topic of the algebra. So I explain one by one. First identity is that x plus y whole square, this is equal to x square and plus 2xy and plus y square. Second identity is similarly, here is a x minus 1, so this is a x square minus 2xy and plus y square. Third identity is x plus y plus z whole square, this is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz and plus 2zx. Next identity is x square minus y square. So one bracket is x plus y, another bracket is a x minus y. X minus y whole cube, this is equal to x cube minus y cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square. Next, x cube plus y cube, it is equal to x plus y, another bracket x square minus xy plus y square. Next, x cube minus y cube, this is equal to x minus y, x square plus xy and plus y square. Another identity is x plus a and x plus b, so it is equal to x square plus bracket a plus b into x and plus a into b. Another is a x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, this is equal to x plus y plus z, and another bracket is a x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz and minus zx. These are the various identities which are helpful for the algebraic. Any algebraic progressions is given, then you can apply here, so you can solve various questions. I think all of you understand, and also you are remember these identities, and these identities are very helpful for in the mathematics. Okay, goodbye, thank you.